What our board of directors realized was, although we generate positive cash flow on an operating year over year, we also self-finance from those earnings all the capital maintenance for these buildings. And so for us to do so, we actually have to triple our profit position for us to find sustainability and to maintain all these assets over the next 20 to 30 years.
I'm sure that this is not in a silo and that you've looked at other entertainment facilities in other cities. What are some of the things that you're looking at implementing to try and make that money?
Well, so we are obviously owned by the City of Regina, and they're our sole shareholder and our owner. And so because of that, we have this goal of being entrepreneurial. And it's somewhat differently than a traditional municipal approach. And the goal of this is, how do we leverage our assets to make money? So when we do major events or major concerts or hockey games, those type of things, those all generate profit for us. But very similar to other recreational amenities, Saturday at hockey is a recreational opportunity for our community members, and it's quite heavily subsidized by us as well as by the city. What we've realized through this is we have to find an opportunity to commercialize this site. So how do we bring commercial opportunity to the 102-acre site so that we can generate the earnings that we need to? And that's very consistent with other marketplaces. So when you look at cities like Ottawa, is one of the ones that we focused on. They've got a fantastic CFL stadium. They also have a mid-sized hockey arena, and they have conference and convention space. But they've complemented that with things like movie theaters and hotels and restaurants. And so the experience is, hey, we're going to lease this site to you for the next 40 years. You're going to pay a rent for that lease, and that frankly makes things sustainable. So if you look at this property, the 102 acres, if we can commercialize some of the space that you see around it, we think it provides a better entertainment experience for our fans, but it also creates sustainability for us in the long term.
Do you have anyone particularly in mind, any businesses or things that you're looking into?
Yeah, great question. So part of the process yesterday with council was to ask for permission for, do you support the concept of developing a district or campus that has commercialized opportunities at Evraz Place? And we're really thrilled with the response we had from council. So in the next couple months, we actually have 4 letters of intent that we're going to be bringing forward as we work to our site plan. So we definitely have interest today. The public will get to see it, and it will follow a normal planning process as scheduled by the city. But we certainly have interest today, and we're looking forward to sharing that with the public.
How much input do the Regina Pats and the Saskatchewan Roughriders have as people who use the site and bring in a lot of traffic for you as well?
A ton. I mean, they're valuable partners, but of our 3.5 million visitors that we have a year, I wouldn't say that they're any more or less valuable than minor hockey or the Minor Soccer Association. And so what's so interesting about our site is 2.5 million of our visitors every year are recreational. They're kids coming to hockey practice, or, today, public skating that's happening. And so a lot of our users are recreational in nature. So I don't want to minimize the value of what they bring to this conversation, but the Regina Pats and obviously the Rough Riders, but all of our tenants are incredibly valuable to us. And in the document that we shared with council, we shared that we had met with 15 of our core user groups and all of our tenants in the building to share this with them and to suggest this is the track that we're on, and we received really strong support.